Hello, my loves, and welcome to Chapter 8 of Insignificant Events in the Life of a Cactus, pages 44 through 46. Behind Stagecoach Pass, at the center of the dirt trail, where Billy and Fred lug an endless stream of screaming children, stands a mountain. It's a tiny mountain. Well, maybe mountain is too generous a word for it. It's more of a mighty hill that desperately wants to be a mountain, but a hill nonetheless. I like to walk down Main Street in the early evening as the air starts to cool and the sky turns colors I've never seen before. I stop for a quick visit with Spaghetti, the poor mutant llama, Spaghetti who understands how it feels to be ostracized by the other kids. If no one is in the soda shop, Henry might be sitting outside on the front porch in one of the old rocking chairs. He always waves to me and says, "Evening, little Avon." I pretend to be captivated by something way off in the distance as I pass by Bob at the gold mine, careful not to make eye contact with him. Though a tailwind, though through, though a trail winds around the hill, no trail goes up the hill. So I navigate around cactuses that look like ping pong paddles and giant troll doll hair to get to the top, watching the ground for scorpions and rattlesnakes. The soles of my shoes pick up lots of little cactus needles as I walk, and my mom has to dig them out with tweezers when I get home. And at the top of the hill stands an enormous saguaro cactus. It's probably as tall as 10 of me standing one on top of the other. It has 7 impressive arms reaching up to the colorful evening sky. Show off. Dad says the saguaro is likely over 200 years old. He had to Google saguaros to find that out. I like to sit on the hard desert dirt and think of all the things that have happened in the saguaro's life. It stood here when Stagecoach Pass was built 60 years ago, and when Arizona became a state over 100 years ago. It stood here as the Civil War raged on the other side of the country, when women were finally granted the right to vote, and when Martin Luther King Jr. gave his I Have a Dream speech. Billions of people have been born and died in its lifetime, and of course, it stood here on the day I was born and will likely be standing on the day I die. I am an entirely insignificant event in the life of this cactus. I try to remember that as the sky darkens and the lights of Scottsdale and Phoenix brighten the earth. Millions of lights for millions of people. And then there's just me, sitting in the dirt on a mighty hill, being circled by a poor old donkey and tired camel. So, after all, did it really matter that the kids at school didn't talk to me? That they probably wished I wasn't there making them feel uncomfortable? That they were afraid of me? It shouldn't have. I didn't want it to, but it did.